the cup and the league all to be won. Everyone knows there's a job to be done, and with a team so fine, I'm proud they're mine. We'll be singing this song. For we're part of Berlin Athletic, and now we are on song. For we're part of Berlin Athletic, and we'll go marching on.
The Dunfermline Athletic Former Players Association podcast is sponsored by Starnut Apparel. Affordable and stylish clothing born on the terraces. Just head to www.starnutapparel.co.uk.
Pars fans, welcome once again to Walking Down the Holbeath Road, the podcast brought to you by the Dunfermline Athletic Former Players Association. I'm your host Mikey Motkiewicz, and as always in each episode we'll be bringing you exclusive interviews with the legends who have helped write the history of Dunfermline Athletic Football Club. From unforgettable goals to iconic matches, from tales of triumphs to moments that define careers, we're deep diving into the rich history of DAFC, and together we'll relive the glory days of East End Park, celebrate the players, coaches and managers who have left their mark in the black and white stripes. Recently, we had the privilege of sitting down with a true Dunfermline Athletic legend, Willie Callaghan. Now residing in a local care home and living with dementia, Willie's incredible footballing journey remains an inspiration from his upbringing in Cowdenbeath to representing Scotland. With kind permission from his family, we take a heartfelt walk down memory lane, revisiting his days under Jock Stein, thrilling cup finals, European nights, playing for Scotland, and his time alongside great teammates. Willie, or Wee Cal, as he was fondly known, first joined the club as a teenager in 1957, but it wasn't long before he made his mark, stepping into the number 2 jersey following Cammy Fraser's departure to Aston Villa in 1962. What followed was a decade of unwavering service, racking up an incredible 424 appearances, including 34 appearances in Europe, a club record that stands to this day. To help tell his story, I was joined by two of his former teammates in Bert Paton and Paddy Wilson, who both came through the ranks alongside him, sharing unforgettable memories from their time under Jock Stein and beyond. So sit back, enjoy this one, as we walk down the Holbeath Road with Bert Paton, Paddy Wilson, and the one and only Willie Callaghan.
You were a wee bit out there, Paul.
We were very fortunate to play when we went in. Yeah. The
Willie lasted longer than ours.
was it just tough? Some other teams stayed. The word respect came in a lot.
You love talking about it, well,
What, eh?
football.
Yeah.
Oh, good eye.
Football, but
You keep on going.
oh, but keep on going on it.
No one likes the football. He had a great innings at football.
Aye.
No.
It's good you can look back because you can't stay out there. You have to look back.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like the wife.
Oh, there we go. So we'll just jog some memories, Willie. We'll speak about your time. We'll jog some memories and speak about your time in football.
From early on, I'll start you.
It was a great squad of that. Yeah, so was Eddie. It was a good squad.
You lead into him.
I will do. I've got all your notes here. This is your life, mate. I'll keep you right.
Aaron Andrews, your life. The red book's gone out.
There'd be a couple of good games in there, eh?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it, no, you won't.
Oh, no.
No, you're badly missed.
When you think.
I will even miss you on a Saturday when you go to the football. It's not very good to do.
Oh,
I'll tell you, when I first seen Willie was playing for Churchmount.
oh.
When he was a centre forward. And we had a game when I was playing for Tony Cascarino.
Oh, mind of that. Oh, God forbid.
And you were with Churchmount.
Just went boys club.
We played in the field at the top of Logelly.
That Logelly.
Just before you go down the hill, there's a football pitch. And it's no longer there. It's Susie's now.
Aye.
And while I was playing in centre forward, he was the man. He was the man at that time. And he beat us 9-3. I scored 3. And he scored about 6. That's the other person to come across Willie.
Oh dear.
And what position were you at this point when you were just a...
Centre forward.
Oh, you were a forward?
Oh, I know.
Forward, centre forward. How the hell I ended up right back? I don't, just Jock Stein, eh?
He could run like hell.
Big joke it didn't
Aye.
go.
All that.
Willie was a top man in 5 then.
Still is, apparently. That's what I've heard.
Aye. There's a lot of these younger teams there.
The way Jock Stein spoke of just to change overnight. Fell right back to centre forward and
I tell you what, that, when Willie was playing as a young boy in the reserves alongside us, he was playing against in the reserve team at Aberdeen, centre forward. And he played it back to him, and the ball came to him, he turned to boot it, and he booted somebody's foot, one of the Aberdeen players' foot. And the trainer then was Dad Bain.
oh God.
You remember Ian Bain?
Yeah, no.
Ian decided, he said he wanted to move Billy back to the park because he had that injury. Well. And from then on, he went back to the park, and then Jock Stein obviously agreed with it.
Aye.
And Jock Stein took over. But he wasn't there very long, was he? Jock was there.
No, it's,
He was the one that brought us all in. There seemed to be an influx of
Aye.
young 5 players.
Yeah.
we had a fair wee squad, mind you.
Oh,
Oh.
and you think you'd be Ian Hunter, Jim Fraser, Jimmy Thompson,
John
That was
Landry.
it.
all local boys.
Was it good?
Martin.
You could get them all, didn't you?
Aye.
No, the main thing we did, we worked for each other at that time.
Oh, we had a very good team.
Very good squad.
The reserve team then.
Oh, God, it was a good upbringing.
I'll go back to the start, Willie. So you were born 12th of February 1943, Cowdenbeath boy. So tell us a little bit.
12th of February.
Aye, 12th of February. So tell us a little bit about being a wee laddie and growing up in Cowdenbeath.
8 months back, Cowdenbeath. I was, 37 Bartlett Street. I was born there, that's when we moved up there.
And your family still.
With all wooden houses.
Was you in one of them?
And I forgot bloody
Did
it.
you play with your team right away? Was you with Churchmount when you were very young?
Churchmount Boys Club at 15.
Ah, you would be less than that.
15, 16, more than that. No,
Younger. You would be younger.
younger. My Churchmount Boys Club. Jimmy.
Was that quite a big boys' club back then, Bert? Was that one of the bigger
Kelly.
ones in the area?
They were there.
Logelly was,
What do you call
it was the
it?
boy that run it.
The Royals, Cowdenbeath Royals.
On Cowdenbeath Royals.
All these teams.
Did end it up there.
They're on. Aye, well, that's
My wee brother.
kid, Ted.
So what was it like playing football as a youngster in Cowdenbeath? What's your memories of playing football as a kid?
I just was very lucky and I appreciated everything. But a great bunch of boys.
Oh, we did. That was,
It was really, if you got picked for something, it wasn't for you.
Mm-hmm.
It was for the squad.
Team, eh?
And there was nobody, me, I used to piss it and didn't even stand beside me. We had a great bunch of boys together.
in fact, I would say that was one of the biggest assets at that time. Team spirit. Yeah.
Oh, aye.
Uh,
It was, who's I used to say to, who the hell do you are like? There's one of the top players. Who the hell are you like? I'll come for Kelty. And
I'll move on to 1961 then. Dunfermline won the Scottish Cup.
Attacks came to nothing, and near the end, Dixon scored another for Dunfermline. So Mailer received the trophy. What a triumph! They'd beaten the mighty Celtic at Hampden Park, confounding the Prophets, and won the cup for the first time.
Do you remember going to the cup final as a wee boy?
God forbid, I was waiting up, I was a bairn. Ian Bain looked after me. Dad Bain.
he was called Dad because we were all young then.
Oh, God,
After the reserves.
I think, no, it was just, it was through Ian Bain was the one that spoke to me. Yep, time you were putting pen to paper. I was, what for? But we're signing it on. And we're talking about you the other day at lunch. would you fancy? I says, me to be playing with Dunfermline. Aye, I fancy it rather. So we ended up signing, that was it. And there was a squad you got at that time, eh?
And when you were on it, you were busting the first.
1957, the club first approached you.
Was it?
When?
1957.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. That's early, wasn't it?
It was handy because, well, for me, seeing different boys coming in and all about my age group and everything, I'm saying, God, this club's going to go someplace. And you see what happened. It was but a great thing for me was I was only 15 and I was still at the scale when I was in Dunfermline. And I was there before Big Jock. Until one day, well, you have to go into the office. Mr. Stein, I suppose he like, just your new manager. Oh. So just went down there. I just, wee man, how you doing? I went, oh God, I'm all right, aye. Yourself? Oh, 'cause he's getting bloody with this crowd. You want to be part of it? I went, well, I would love to be ready, Aaron. You're part of the club. Right? Don't look back, go forward. So that's when all the boys, Jackie Sinclair, wee Mickey.
Mickey, aye.
And because I said, you ken him? I said, I played against him with juniors and juveniles. I think, well, you'll be playing with them shortly. Thought, you're coming. So I had practically the team there in front of us. It was here going to be there another next season. And that was your squad. So it was all the boys. And they had like
Mickey must have been in the same time as you, did he?
He was just in before, because I went to the pit. I went to the pit muff, went right for school.
Did you? Aye, that's right.
there was
Because I went to Blair Hall that time.
Joke for you.
No, there was actually, I'd already been involved with Uncle John with Blair Hall. So then Jock somebody had obviously recommended. So that's when I then...
What was that? 65?
No, 62, 63.
63. Aye.
Okay.
they were.
I was 61, if you see season 61, 62. So I was, Alec had already been there, at Dunfermline B.
Mickey must have been in quite early, too,
I think he was for
I
50.
don't feel on.
No.
Oh,
I think I'm sure he said he was 14 when Jock Stein said we're going to sign you. And he was training with the first team at 15. I think.
Right.
I don't know about that, but he was...
But that year I'd be at it.
He played against Valencia when he was 16. Mickey.
Wee Jackie.
And Jackie Sinclair, aye.
It was.
You played that one, all
That
right?
was,
You played that, did you know? Valencia.
Aye.
Aye, he played,
Oh,
aye.
good, aye.
Home and away.
All 3 games.
Home and away, aye. That was Keane again. Aye.
Ball through the middle again in Dunfermline defence, covering Callaghan, first time, taking no chances, into the crowd. Smith tries to get the ball through the middle, Sinclair has it, Sinclair to Peebles, Melrose setting in a goal, Melrose coming in, first time shot, goal! 3-0! Well, if Dunfermline score another goal, we'll be off this spin. It's shaking like mad as it is.
oh shit.
Wee man, but as I'm playing it, you don't want to beat that. You'll take a run riot when you go in there. But who the fuck does he think of? But it did. That built me up to be, you could do what you want to do, especially away for him. Him with a good result at him, eh?
Beat them
They were
6-2.
qualified.
We were 4-0 down.
Aye, there was
They
a
come back.
Spain.
couple of good results.
Beat them 6-4.
Aye, that's aye.
We went to a third game. It went to
That's
Portugal.
Portugal, that's right. Now you're talking, aye. That was a good,
And you played all the games, obviously.
okay, it was just, my dad, keep it going, Wall, keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Because we used to go to your house on a Wednesday night Tid, and Mick.
All right.
Before the European games, you'd be away with the first team.
Aye.
And we used to get the bus from Cowdenbeath to Dunfermline to the game, eh?
Oh, that's right.
Remember the buses all the way to the ice rink, eh?
That's right, aye.
The European games, you were involved with in the games.
Because fucking Vergoten had been in early on.
Oh, it wasn't nothing like that.
It was a good...
And you got the record goals, Bert?
Aye, well, no, we've beaten them.
Oh, never.
The 1960...
61.
Aye.
Jock Stein won the Scottish Cup.
It was a good... Well, every...
I don't think you played in that one, don't you?
No.
Eh?
No, Cammy Fraser was...
Aye.
Cammy Fraser
Right. There was something...
right back. That's when I joined 61.
Cammy, aye.
And the boys all followed after, as you said.
What's it?
Different.
I was reading Jock Stein invited you on the bus going down the high street. You were only 14 or 15 year old.
Aye.
Do you remember doing that? Going down the high street?
I can't remember what it was. It was just, I thought it was my dad. If you were trying to talk to me about things like that, I said, my dad talks like that.
This is the welcome that Dunfermline are getting. The town streets are lined all the way. It's 11:10 at night, but nobody seems to notice. And this is the ending place, so far as the bus is concerned, at the Dunfermline Town Hall, where the players are shortly going to come onto the balcony above us. And as you can see, the town of Dunfermline is going slightly crazy. In the doorway is the manager of the team, Mr. Jock Stein, smiling quietly as the official party are welcomed back to Dunfermline.
But there again, I came in. My father was sitting half pissed. I thought, what the hell, Mum? Jock's in? Jock who?
Come in the house.
Jock Stein, that man. Oh, fuck, dears. My dad's he's lying there, pissed his hand. Jock Stein, tell what he's got to do with me. And Dad couldn't say aye or no. But eventually we got all worked out.
What was Jock Stein like?
Jock Stein was just like a sitting feather. And if it's something to say, he said it. And if it was hard or rough or anything, he didn't bother, he just tell you. He's like, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. I always end up with that, just, that don't mean anything. Whoa, I'm in the first team, pick you up. But Stein, he kept me.
Oh, he must have been the first team quite early. Aye, you remember that? You must have been going in the first team. Remember, Cammy Fraser was transferred to Assenburg.
Well, that's right.
That was your position.
That was me.
You were straight in there and you never come back out.
Me, man. And I went, oh, me? Aye, it's yours, the jersey. And don't give it away. What? You're going to do more than anything. I said, of course, tell my dad. And she was saying that to you. Oh, he can't do any word with her. So when I had a word with him, I said, aye, he's right enough. What is he got to do with you? Oh, fair enough. That's I never looked back after that.
Amazing, eh?
Oh, it was just the way he spoke, and there was nothing said really.
Big joke.
You better do this or you're...
Then you're called into the office to sign another year. Just sign there.
Oh,
They talk about money, I don't know.
I should come into the house set on the train and like that. My father sat on the... My mum, what's the story? Jock's through there in the kitchen. Jock who? And then, excuse me, old Jock who, you old Jock Stein. He came in for a drink with my dad. I said, you're fucking the wrong person, I wrote to my father.
I think about his stay in Valleyford, and he was coming out to sign me up in 1960, and some man, the big man, and he called off to come in to see me, but the Leeds United manager had come up at the same time.
What's that?
Father says, you'll hate to sign for that man, he's come on. And of course, Jock had gone down to there was a Hungarian giving us a talk, because there was always up big joking ideas, wasn't he?
Oh, good eye.
He loved you and he loved John one. What that pair and come together.
Oh,
Oh, that was
when
big.
Starting fullback.
Overlapping double back, Callaghan and Lund.
That was it, Polly.
Eh?
Happy.
Oh, happy.
Happy.
Oh,
What's your memories of John? John Lund?
happy.
Happy.
Or the Reverend, was that
Was
the
it
other
like-
nickname?
Reverend Happy.
I said, you're talking about happy. No, well, we're trying to talk about football. That's what I'm meaning. It's fucking,
There's always one of them.
I'm happy to get on the park.
But what a good player it was.
Because some players, though, it was a good squad of players we had, and we all worked for each other. Oh, it was an honour playing with us.
That early 60s, boys like Georgie Peebles, Harry Melrose, Charlie Dixon.
Forward by Peebles. Made it away by Lancey. Picked up again by Peebles. Through to McLinden. Over it comes. In comes Melrose. And a beautiful goal. A delightfully taken goal. Made by McLinden, the big tall inside left. Headed in by outside left Melrose. 5.5 minutes gone in the second half. It's Dunfermline 3, St Johnston nothing. A beautifully made and beautifully taken.
They brought us on.
Tom McDonald.
Oh, McDonald, yes.
Legs and no, but as Wally said, they helped all the young ones.
Aye.
You know, best of each other.
Dear.
You were speaking about your debut earlier, so it was the 3rd of February 1961. That's when you made your debut against Partick Thistle, yeah?
Of course, for pinch. That was a week before my birthday.
Was he know what was the time Cammy left? Cammy Fraser. He was transferred to Aston Villa.
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
25,000.
Aye, afterwards.
That was that was your position.
That was the queerest thing I got, was getting put in as number 2. I said, and it was Jock Stein. No, I didn't play. You do. That's your jersey for the on, right? And make it work. Well, fuck me, what's he talking about? But he was right enough.
Aye.
Never lose back.
10 years wearing that number 2.
Eh?
I think it was at 10 years you were at the club wearing number 2.
A few.
Aye.
It's a good, a few I met in that day. I was broke because we had the fair go right to Europe and things like that.
I think at that time it was between you and Jimmy Thompson.
Oh, Jimmy T.
But you made that your own.
Oh, aye. That
When
was,
Jimmy became a utility man.
So what about European games then, Willie? Is there any that you can remember? Any games or trips?
there's that many that I couldn't. They were just got finals.
Wally got the record for that.
Aye, he's got the record. So 34 appearances in European football for Dunfermline.
Much?
34.
Was that 34?
That's amazing.
Aye.
Nobody will ever beat that.
No,
Well, they could. Well, see, we were never in Dunfermline. We were out abroad at the time. All the trips.
That's just tell him his first trip. Jock Stein always took a young player with.
That's right.
Wally was the first to go. I think it was Skopje, which was Yugoslav.
The furthest I'd been was Lugeli. I'm going away with the first team.
Yeah, the same.
What was that like for all you boys? Because none of you would have been on an aeroplane until you were a footballer.
No, we were looking at a bike. Away floating about in an aeroplane. Brilliant.
Aye.
Oh,
Like time I went.
that was a great thing because when we were away abroad, there were so much different things happened. And when you come back training, you were training, and you didn't know you were training because you were all telling stories, didn't they?
Well, that was that.
I mean, I went to Valencia. I had never seen a bloody orange tree.
Oh,
Things like that, you know, and being flying in a plane.
That's when you leave you see, by God, that was some career we had.
He was the leader. He was the first man that I can remember.
You guys at that point were all, 20, 21 years old? Maybe even younger. And you're experiencing this.
Oh,
Amazing, eh?
Oh, we were. I mean, the words I got was, the wee man's there. The fucking wee man. That's what you get cried. The wee man.
But Steve never, the age didn't matter if you're Good enough, you played.
Oh, that was it.
You were 17 or 27.
And then they would look at you and say, who do you think you are?
It would not be doing when required.
Oh, not yet.
It used to build you up as well.
Oh,
Boy, son.
who do you think you are? You're not good enough. Yet. They always finish with that. Well, maybe I've done something daft in the park, think I've all made it a bit. But you do. Oh, that's one thing. You couldn't get away thinking I'm a bit.
Don't get above your station, basically.
We're a great squad, eh?
Oh,
We're all for each other.
60s, you'll never be the 60s.
Never.
Oh,
Never.
And like you said before, Bert, it was all local boys, eh?
Oh,
Mixed with the Glasgow boys, but there's a lot of Fifers in there.
aye.
It's a mixture, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
A good mixture. But the biggest asset was the camaraderie, the team spirit.
yeah.
I mean, some of the things.
How would you describe yourself as a player, Willie? What kind of player were you?
I had to change my attitude because I was the centre forward and then I was right back. And I went to my fit dad. I'm all got number 2 in my back. You want the truth? Aye. The way you were playing, you were pushing number 9. That's why Jokes came in and Jokes told me what he was going to do with you. Number 2's your jersey. That was it. I never looked back after it.
Were you a tough player? Hard to play against? Were you quick?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Fast.
I was just going to say.
Oh, that was it. There's no need flashy, oh, I'm it. And get the ball, bugger you.
What kind of player was he when he got the ball? Was he one that would play with the ball with his feet or do the simple thing? Or
I came from being a centre forward in the second team. And then all the boys came through, we all came up together. It was a great setup.
Those days, attacking fullbacks were just beginning to...
Just starting.
Just starting. Cammy Fraser, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It was probably Jock Stein it.
What was right.
And then Willie come in, then he was quick, very quick.
And happy.
And hard.
And happy appeared John Lund.
was John quick as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was he?
Aye.
happy. No matter what you spoke to him about, what's freaking good about it. Oh, keep your puzzle there.
They didn't like coming to the film because he used to kick hell out of them and John Dunn, nobody was getting past them. Those days.
I think you'd be struggling to play in football nowadays then, eh? So you can't get away with kicking people
No, I
anymore.
wouldn't compare us with...
Nah.
Well, for the ball, for the start, through that ball, they knew they'd be looking for a doctor. But, no, we don't. It was once Big Joke came,
Why, that was
things just seemed we started to believe in each other. We've been pissing about with that before. This man's going to get us there.
You got the ball.
No, that's right.
The boys training.
Right.
Where before it was all running.
Remember he started, went to Italy.
He went to
Eleni Herrera.
Willie Woodburn.
And Willie Waddle. And your training changed. Because at once
that's right.
you used to run and thing we knew you were running and exercising and being as you were
It was a
running.
complete change of the girls, and it all worked out well.
Oh, aye.
I remember him saying to me, when they'd come back, he says, I've got a good training for you. It was all this one.
Oh,
It just that. But he was just working on your brain all the time.
Yeah.
I mind him saying to me, he said, who the hell do you ask? Oh, what do you mean? What that display you do there? You think you're it? I said, I thought I was saying no bad game. You had no bad game, but you don't think for a minute you've made it. You're hardly in the door and you think you're it. On you go, get away to the road. So what the fuck do you do to please that shit? So I tell my father about that, and the boy's right. Well, fuck again. I thought I'd been in the first team. You had to be well and prove to them what you were to be in the first team. So I got back in again after that.
Was that just his man management, though? Basically saying you need to work harder?
Oh, he's a good
They introduced pre-match lunch, you know, not all that stuff, you know. It was a way ahead of
Aye. And they had the odd one, if you were someplace, you know, we managed to talk to you a minute. There's no nothing between my brother or like that. I do, see that last game you were playing? Who the hell do you think you are? Yes, oh fuck, here we go again. But he always has something to say to you.
Constructive, It was constructive.
Oh, aye.
It just doesn't criticise all the time.
Oh, it's just...
Yeah.
You get the best part about you can't really stood with him.
Aim round the shoulder,
Oh, very good. That's when they... Who the heck you are? You're not good enough for to do that. Yet.
No, that was the thing.
That was it. When you're in the first thing, you think, oh, that might be well if they count me.
the blazer.
Check your
blazer on it to go to the dancing.
The badge.
We are Flow Digital Pharmacy, and we are proud to sponsor the Walking Down the Holbeath Road podcast. Our easy-to-use app is a convenient way to access your NHS prescription medication, and our team of trained pharmacists are helping thousands of people to access the support and medication they need. If you're registered with a GP who's based in England, you can use the Flow app to securely and conveniently send them NHS medication requests and arrange delivery to a location of your choice at a time that suits you. This means you can avoid the hassle of contacting your GP and making unnecessary round trips to eventually collect your prescription. Find out more at We Are Flow, spelled PHLO. That's weareflow.com.
What about those early European games in Nieuwspest, Doza and Everton?
I think I've got a record for that, European games. I think I played...
Did you play that one?
More than... my record is the games in Europe.
You were the most games.
I'm trying to make them out, I can't mind. There's what in the paper?
34.
34, is that what it was?
That's a great record, that.
Actually, that's no... My father's had me, you all if you count me, what about that? He was more happy than what I was. But, no, it was a good thing. I just used to the family came for a wee team up, and every player played their part a bit. They all worked together.
Well, they're European.
Great squads, so especially in Europe, you were there to help one another and proved that we could do it. We come if we could. We were next minute we were in Honolulu or something.
It was quite a new thing then, the European stuff.
Oh, God.
And the floodlight nights at Dulcera was incredible then.
Amazing times, Oh. What about the 65 Cup final? Do you remember much about the Celtic game? Your first ever Cup final?
That was a game, I think, we didn't believe enough in ourselves. And in fact, Jock Stein said that after. You were on the park. I just thought, God, we were going to get hammered with this guy. Well, I got me away, Willie. He got me for the full-back position and I said, fucking left back and right back, God forbid, Willie. I settled for it. No, now you know.
And then the team started changing by then, so boys like Bert and Paddy are in about the squad. Your brother Ted in the team.
That was
there was a much younger team starting to come through,
It was
Saturday morning.
Actually, that was Big Willie again, like, me man, Willie, come here, what? Who's that with number 8 on it? Because that's my brother. What is that like? Because he's no bad wee player. I'll do that. We'll play him on Saturday. Because he hadn't seen him with the second team or anything like that. And lucky enough, he had a right good day that day after it. That might say to him when he came on to it, and forget that game that you played in there, what? You're no big fucking hero. Right? You've a look to you yet for the beer.
You were a bleeper with that
one. It was...
Ted was a character too, wasn't he?
Well, of course, Dave tried to talk to Ted. I bring me 1 year and out the other. Who the fuck are you here?
Were you totally different characters?
Eh?
Were you totally different personalities, you and your brother?
Oh, I was serious.
Right, Willie.
And he didn't give a shite about anybody. Oh, she was him or her.
In his heyday was playing against good players, you know. Big Yogi Shoes, Boy Lennox, all the kind of boy.
Oh, Jane.
Maybe Jimmy Johnson.
David Wilson, kind of that.
Hell of a good.
Who was your toughest opponent? Was there anyone that gave you a really tough game all the time you played against them?
Player-wise?
Aye.
That would be hard to do because...
Very few of them were going to give him a hard game.
Eh?
Very few of them was giving you a hard game.
Oh, aye, but it's...
You just kick them.
And there, at that time, they were coming through the same as I was coming through. And Happy, John Lunn, Happy was coming through with me. And other clubs was trying to bring youth through and that. And some of them are just, I don't know how they even got a game. Then Happy said, oh, you'll murder the name. Happy, just you that on. Happy. That's, you say, no, Happy. How do you cry Happy? I said, was this your face shite? Eh? Aye, I said, but he's happy. Aye, I said, you could always get a good laugh at him. How do you do it? I said, that's him, he's happy. But at times he just goes into a wee, and then at times he says, what are you talking about? So, he was some roommate.
Was he your roommate then when you travelled abroad?
Callaghan inland.
Aye. So he was really close. Were you good pals, even though he was...
Oh, different, 100%.
Miserable.
If it wasn't arguing or something like that, there was something wrong with him. Now, who the fuck you are? Here it goes.
No.
What about 1968 then? Winning the Scottish Cup against Hearts.
It was all over. Dunfermline had won the Scottish Cup for the second time in the club's history with a 3-1 victory. Jubilant Dunfermline fans were disappointed when their team weren't allowed to let them have a look at the coveted trophy. Well, here it is.
What was that like?
That was an awfully brilliant result because I was a Hibs attic.
Were you happy when you were a wee boy?
A Hibs supporter for the day I was born.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Hibs, High Bees was my club. And
so you rubbed it in the Hertz noses.
Eh?
You rubbed it on the Hertz noses.
Oh, that was it. Then, Hibs, when I went to Hertz was all sitting waiting for me coming in. Callaghan's a bastard. The supporters, there'd been a story in the paper of me going against them. I was a youth, he was a supporter for Hibs, and Hibs was my team. I paid for it for the supporters, Callaghan's, there was no signing the autographs at the time with them. Oh, yeah, boy, no. And,
so, do you remember much about that cup final and beating Hearts 3-1?
No.
No?
Because I didn't care what I was, but the way we had spoken, I said, we've got the cup. So I just went out, and it's casual. The players just went to say, that cup's yours. And they did it. No bother at all.
Was that just because there was so much confidence in the squad?
Yes, it was. We had already beaten all the other three semi-finalists at that time. But they had Big Jordy Miller was in it.
That's another
fellow in Big Jordy. I remember at the end, and when the final whistle went, I ran into the dressing room to get my teeth. And the policeman, they let us back out.
Oh, that's right. I mind you that, do you?
Aye. Lewis gone, the big police inspector. Because the year before Celtic Rangers rioted, I think it was, and that was the reason they did no more.
Aye.
Yeah.
That's shocking, when you think back. Like, why would you do that to a club like
Hearts?
What about George Farn? The next manager after Willie?
I don't use bad language.
Oh, that's
that bastard. Gee. How the hell I hated him so much, I don't know. Mind you, fell with me if you're Rovers. And you, management, you couldn't manage a bus. Yeah. Oh. Then the next Saturday he was fucking manager in Dunfermline. And I'm captain in Dunfermline. I just tell him, I said, you stick your club up your arse. Well, I'll only be captain as long as I'm here with you. So that was just the start and the downfall of Mr. Farren.
Well, he was a character, wasn't he? Big cheer.
He's quite a difficult character at points to deal with, though.
Well, he wasn't. Oh, it's hard to say.
No, I just couldn't stand him, what was it?
No. And here he had a good squad. Yeah. That really won the cup for him, really, because they had a very good squad at that time. Some good players.
Oh, I was a good. And I had Jock Stein at the back of me. And I'll get in touch with him. He'll no bother you in the mayor. That was Farm.
Oh.
What? Just you forget about Farm. He's hitting the wrong man when I'm going near him. So Farm didn't last long.
No. He was wanting to fight with the cops when they wouldn't let us back on the park.
I should mind the dealer record. All the local papers and that. Well, that's you, Willie. You're in the World Cup squad. Oh, I should have gone, that's magic here, right? And the bus arrived. What's this on the seaboard? What are you doing here at this time of the day, man? But here, you're set forward here. And you're right back. What? He's in the World Cup. Him? Oh, excuse me a minute, I've got a name. He didn't, Haribel, nobody's told me about it. And I was going to say, no, I know, because you're not a fucking manager. But the next day he came into the office, you're picked for the World Cup. Oh, it's nice of you knowing, like. I says, that's been the Cup squad. Oh, that's fine. So you curtail some of my games and I'll get a wee rest if I need to for that. You play when I tell you play, and that'll be the end of it. Always a nice little bash.
It was, we made a lot of enemies.
You hate to be getting picked for the squad. But
let's talk a wee bit about Scotland then. 1967, you went with the Scotland group to a tour overseas, eh?
Fergie was that.
Aye, Fergie was part of that.
Fergie was
68, we won the cup, eh?
Aye.
67.
Was it America you went with Scotland, I think? Or Australia?
Oh, that was
Australia.
Aye, Australia. Yeah.
Australia.
Israel or something like that.
The amount of people I met on that trip to Australia was unbelievable. The people that came for Fife and they were out in Australia. There was a big wheelie of them with at that time, all the guys who were at the pub and everything, they were there waiting for me coming in.
You remember Fergie in that way?
Eh?
There was Fergie in that squad.
That's right. Aye. That was, everybody just seemed to turn up my winner. I said, for the hell, I'm back home again. With them all there.
You got in fine with Fergie, didn't you?
Oh, aye. That was,
take him out of your house and everything.
It was,
fair mother meeting him.
One thing I said to Fergie was, will you do me a big favour, but slow down. What you're going there as if you run this club, sir. And he was a boy who wanted to be involved in everything. I said, there's some places you just stop. There's a thing called manager. Aye. And you want to pick your teams instead of him? I said, Alec, take your time, slow down a wee bit. But he came out all right after it. But he wanted to be the chief.
No.
Even at that point, he was showing that kind of characteristics to be a manager. And he was only, mid-20s at this point, playing for Dunfermline.
Oh, he was involved in everything, when he was a union man, he was involved in politics, you know. He would bet 2 flies going up the wall, him and Jordan Miller, playing a snooker or table tennis, and the betting.
51.
But you had him at your house early on.
Eh?
You had him at your house, to your mum and dad's, and
oh, that's
you
right.
Stay a night with you, sir.
That's right, they did, aye.
You put him up.
Oh, dear.
What about you're listed online as 2 official caps for Scotland and 3 league caps. Do you remember any of the games you played for Scotland? Got a couple of them here.
Well, I was trying to not do too much and make a fool of myself and that. And at half time, the manager says, you didn't need to worry about making a fool of yourself, what? Because you're doing it. What? That's no Willie Callaghan out there. Get your finger out and get it done what you do with your own. Can't sit down there. Get in, you're here, I'm failing. Oh, but he's right. Oh, he's right enough. I'm not hanging back to the name. So I run right at the second half. And that's where I started getting picked. And that the rest of the boys were all, oh, wow, Willie. Ah, well, keep the finger out, you'll be all right. It was this, a lot of this all went together.
Aye.
But,
Aye, I remember that. I can't remember the games, but I know you were went on a tour. Was you saying Australia?
Australia tour, yeah, 67. And then in 1970, you played against Wales.
the what?
0-0 against Wales.
Oh, Wales, that's...
1970.
That
was at Hampden.
Hampden.
That my first...
That was your first
Wales was my
official
first,
cap. Aye. And then you
Aye.
played against Ireland.
Aye.
September 69 against Georgie Best. That must have been alright.
I got a right few names that game. Callaghan's a bastard.
Jim Herriot was in goals that game as well.
Was he?
Aye.
That's right.
Cookie.
Or that's what Ireland. No, keep me away from there. They came what there.
It was Harriet there. You can see.
Jim Herriot was just really that squad.
Was it Birmingham, I think?
Birmingham, that's it.
Was it
Birmingham.
Birmingham that time? Cookie.
Cookie.
Oh, right, aye.
He was in some of the squads that you were in.
Look at this picture, Willie. This is you
They get
doing it at Wembley with
a
Scotland.
good mixture. They
See, you recognise there.
Oh, they all can look at them. They'll just be the pub.
Mm-hmm.
That squad.
How's that? What squad is that?
Oh, it's a Scotland squad at Wembley.
Aye, because we were doing it at Wembley too, weren't we? We got that time they were on the bar and all that. We played Arsenal on Friday night. And we got one of the... I thought that might have been the squad.
Mm-hmm.
You recognise them?
There's a wee, that Jim Herriot. No, oh, it is.
Cookie.
That's the most standing there.
Aye, that's how well you done.
Eh?
That's how well you were doing. You
Oh, that's...
recognised for your country.
That's,
No many boys for Cowdenbeath play for Scotland, eh?
No.
eh?
No many boys for Cowdenbeath get to play for Scotland.
Oh, that's right enough. I was, and I done that world tour. I went, that was some trip. It was Australia, New Zealand and Hong Kong.
Is it?
That was, I said, I can't go on a trip like my dad. We are going on a trip. We are going round the world, man. You didn't enjoy it. So it was.
That was true.
Oh, it was some trip. I'm saying to myself, we want the car for Cowdenbeath to look at me. This is Australia.
Amazing.
And then all of a sudden, this bus came in. I said, Wally, you know, daughter, what fucking Logale, like Rossell, Kelly, on the bus. All the folk had moved. And who's it saying it to me? Who's you know, Ken, Wally, you're stuck out here. And you're off the Cowdenbeath in Kelly.
That time, Wally was competing against the old Fern boys, remember?
Yeah.
And they were always gets selected before
Oh, aye.
the year clubs, you know.
Some achievement.
It was a good
It
day.
was, aye. I mean, he was up against the Tommy Kemmels and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all the big stars. for the-
Mike Tam was a one-off. See, with the Scotland squad, I don't know what it was, we just came in, they got on to me and I said, you and I together, what? Callaghan and Gemmell, how's that feel? You pick the team too? You've all more than likely, but he did. Callaghan and they all.
Aye, they were all first choice. It was hard to break into that.
He was a carrot.
Well, he did that.
It was,
That's a real
the amount of guys that you met at this professional time, they wrote, were neighbours.
Months.
That was it. You went out and enjoyed yourself.
That's
Oh.
Aye.
I got the respects, it was, I just couldn't believe it. And it was, Steve,
picture, eh?
Wally, how many games you played in Europe? What? You're the top man in Europe with us. And the rest of them, you just pound them out with. That's how you got the respect. You've done it all. Keep it going. And that was it. Never. His year all that there. But that was how we played 4 games here. You go off the year, you're sitting there with 22. Right? Just think about that, what you're doing with yourself. So I couldn't have even kept thinking about it. That's the other 2 games for Europe. And,
Brilliant.
so it was, I said, that's brilliant. And my dad,
Willie Jones.
because he just couldn't believe it. My mum said, you better go down to the pub, your dad's there. So what? Oh, he's celebrating because of you. I went to the pub there, I was pissed in his mind.
Your mum and dad must have been so proud of you and your brother, what he's achieved in football, eh?
Oh, aye. It was just, what the best thing about it, did I tell him about it? See the heat, don't let it swell. See how I'm getting on. Aye, well, you try and cope with me. Then for a minute, you're it. You're no it yet. Because there was a wee bit,
Sounds like Jock Stein.
I let Jock Stein, I take it on to calm down a wee bit. So she thought it was Mr. Dunfermline overnight. I said, you're shite, you've done bugger all. Eventually got out there. it.
See, during the 60s when you're flying and doing really well, was there other clubs that tried to sign you? Are you aware of any?
With Dunfermline?
Aye.
Oh no, I was with Churchland Boys Club. And as soon as I mentioned Dunfermline, I went, boom, false side.
No, I mean when you were at Dunfermline, though, did maybe a Celtic or Rangers try to sign you or any clubs in England?
No,
No?
I just said it was Dunfermline. When somebody mentioned the old firm, I said, I'm not going with that shite. I'm sticking with the Pars, right? I'll sign for the Pars, never mind them. I said, half of the guys are on the way. So, right, well, we'll keep that out of the paper.
I've got here, you played your last game in August 72, so 10 full seasons as a first team player. So it's not bad, eh?
With Dunfermline?
With Dunfermline.
Tremendous.
It was a second home to me, going for bid Dunfermline. But I enjoyed every minute. I had this kind of rub on, and I kept talking to the players about what they could be doing. No just appearing and then we'll get away at the road. They started, I said, I think you're number 1. You get to keep the jersey too. I will follow you, Willie. If you follow me, and you'll be all right. So that made a good wee team. And they went to different clubs, got picked up with other clubs and that because of how well they played in their own career. So that was it. That's because of you, Willie, wouldn't it? So I'm going rid of you anyway. What? We're paying too much money for shite. I says, well, thanks for helping us. That was a good. The players all mixed with each other, eh?
Oh, great.
And helped each other.
Great spirit.
On and off the pitch, eh?
Oh,
Aye.
It was.
You made 424 appearances. 424.
I did. For Dunfermline.
So many games you played, aye.
God forbid.
34 in Europe and 6 goals he scored as well.
goals to all easy. I remember them.
We were there.
So you done alright, eh?
Yeah.
You done okay?
It's done
I kind of miss him about the club. Was few players why do some, and they done it. And they all worked for each other. I'm saying this is a right squad we've got here.
Stanman here at East End Park in the first semi-final match in the European Cup Winners' Cup. The most important game the finalists have played in the club's 84 years history. And Thurman straight into the assault, that's Gardner. Double try there by Lister. The Thurman team is Duff, Callaghan and Lund. Fraser, Barry and Renton, the forwards Robertson, Paton, Edwards, Gardner and Lister. Fraser, Paton, chipping it back, Fraser! Exactly 45 minutes played. Jim Fraser, the right half, scores there with a move which began from a free kick. The ball cut back to him by Paton. A goal the Fifers still deserve and sends the crowds in the terrace saying,
almost delirious with delight.
Then after Dunfermline in 72, you had a wee spell at Berwick Rangers with Harry Melrose, didn't you?
Oh,
Mr. Wilson would have been there as well.
that was
I was there with Willie and Paddy.
that was a brilliant.
You were there. Who else was we bunch?
But aye.
Ian Lister.
Oh, was he there as
Harry
well?
Melrose connection, they say, for his Dunfermline.
We Harry, that was it. Aye. The good old days.
Because we used to train at Dalkeith. Or Pennycook. Never went to Berwick until games day.
Aye. It was.
Harry.
Aye, so it was his the Harry connection there.
Mm-hmm. He done alright at Berwick, Harry, didn't he?
Oh,
I know he did.
Aye.
Dave Smith ended up
Alright.
taking over and I think he went up a division with Dave Smith. In the midfield, Aberdeen Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were at Berwick.
Oh, Barry, aye, that was a good wee. Probably 2 years I was there, I think. A couple of years.
2 years, he played 43 games for Berwick.
Was that what I was?
And then you finished up at
I did
Cowdenbeath.
join.
Did you play Cowdenbeath then?
Aye.
Yeah.
Man, that was players that was there. The manager said that. They've came out their chair because years here. Because I go into them. I said, what, yes, you joined the son? You get here a suntan, eh? But you told me, where were you in the park? What you trying to talk about? I said, you're complete shite and embarrassment for that journey. Or they'll come, what was the gaffer's name? Oh, Wally, because the club's going to collapse. I said, no, it'll go up the way. So it did.
That'd just be before your time at Cowdenbeath, eh?
Yeah.
It was
What time at Cowdenbeath?
My
You at Cowdenbeath as well?
Aye.
Dear me.
No,
He's all kind of had a similar pathway, eh?
As the, aye.
When you think about it.
Aye.
Aye.
They just, because that was the, it was local type stuff, eh? Well, I'm Berwick, obviously. But I Cowdenbeath. Remember the days?
Cowden.
The Rovers, eh?
I remember you at the Rovers, aye. You went to the Rovers as well, again, a similar story, eh?
Berwick has left and gone Wallace, and I had enough of Cowdenbeath, so I just went coaching there. Well, then I followed the pubs.
Aye, you've both done that as well.
Yeah.
Quite entwined, your two stories, eh, when you think about it. Are you in the pub trade as well, Willie?
The junction here, the junction.
The junction bar.
Oh, there you go.
Can we do?
Junction bar, my house was right at the back, yeah. Up Glenfield.
That's right, Glenfield, aye.
That's where.
Remember, yeah.
When you look back now, dear. A pub in a house.
Football players and publicans.
We Tom Smith, old Tom Smith.
Motal. He was a cracker, that's what I'll say.
So is that what you done after you stopped playing football? You went into the pub trade?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, I was dance, and they just, I could have just asked for their own thing, they would have given me it.
You were lucky. You were lucky.
Oh,
They wouldn't give you anything at the Silver and Bert.
that's,
Oh, the great hands. Yeah. The great hands. It's a credit to yourself.
as I say to them, they all worked for what we got. Loved every minute of it.
Who would you say was your best friend in football, Willie?
I couldn't, but
Your
too
all
many.
friends?
It's just, everyone just seemed to work well. They kept the way I worked, and I said we work for each other. And that's how we were successful. Navy was, I'm here, fuck him. We just was
You're in with
playing for the jersey.
your friend with Chubby, eh?
Oh, Chubby, aye. Oh, aye. Well, then,
Because the Cowdenbeath boys.
there's some boy.
Well, it's Cowdenbeath, eh?
Oh,
Right.
try to control Chubby. And I said, look, I can phone the Queen.
That's another.
I'll phone the Queen up and marry her.
What about, is there one moment during your career that you always think back and if I could relive that moment, it would be that?
The only person I would say is my wife. I couldn't go wrong with her. I said my bairns, so
No,
I could.
I was thinking there about a big joke with my big Dan McClendon.
Oh, Danny, God.
Dan was a comedian, no. And I remember Jock at the end of a game when you all show your strips in those days into the middle to get them packed away at the hard part. Big Jock kicking hands, kicked Dan's jersey into the side. He says, "You're no here to send that to the washing." Oh, I was that with it.
Just walk away now. Just
Like
that with the washing.
I'm just looking at that picture there. Well, you look like a movie star in that.
Aye.
Eh?
Look at that.
Do what?
You look like a movie star.
Aye.
Oh, that.
Eh?
So touched up with it. Touched up there. That's a great photo.
Brilliant, eh?
What beer was that?
That would be.
That's Willie Jr.
Willie Jr.?
That'd be the Bairn.
Is it?
No, it was a lassie, is it, no?
Right. That's what I'm not.
I think we just had the one laddie.
That's the way we went, and you thought to come call him Ty and that.
Call him Ty.
Tidy.
What does Dunfermline Athletic mean to you?
One of the greatest times of my life. On and off the park. And for the boys that I played with, and they worked for them, they were just true professionals. And they done what they wanted to do. Make Dunfermline a name. They done a name of us. That was it. And we all worked together. That was half the battle. Because I see meetings with their managers and coaches and that. And the trouble that they had after the players, I just couldn't believe it. But we just kept dadding on.
Your dressing room managed itself, didn't it?
We're not going to change now.
It wasn't George Farman, I remember. One of the times we was saying at half time we were arguing about coming back. It was against the Hibs winning up. And him saying at half time, well, what he's going to do? He's going to change it or no? He's asking us, which we did. We changed it and we got back to got a draw at it. Gio was, he wasn't thinking kind of manager. He was, kicked up.
In the face, aye, name.
George.
You got a bit of luck with that group of boys, didn't you? With what you achieved. Because you guys were
the person in my life that I disliked 100% was him. It can't bugger all of it. That's what bugged me about it. Couldn't even spell football.
Oh, yeah. You got the job. We got a job at the right time, really. Yeah.
You're my manager. My fucking arse. And that was it. So it just a matter of time we were going to disappear.
One of the big things Wally hardly missed a game. He didn't get many injuries at all. He was so quick. I know. I'm still testament to his fitness.
As always, thanks for listening to Walking Down the Holbeath Road, and we hope you enjoyed this special chat between three Pars heroes from the 1960s. Thanks once again to Lisa and all the Callaghan family as well for allowing us permission to record Willie and chat all things Dunfermline Athletic. Remember to subscribe to this podcast on your favourite podcast platform. As always, this podcast was produced by Jan Motkiewicz and music supplied by Stuart Dusty Miller. We look forward to walking down the Holbeath Road once again with more Pars heroes next month. Thank you.